So we're here at Fort Macon. It's your boy Matt and welcome back to the channel. Standing here in front of the North Carolina flag here at Fort Macon State Park for the fort itself. Taking you off for a ride. We're going to walk through it. We're going to explore it, take it and enjoy a piece of Civil War and World War II venues. Stay tuned. So we'll walk this way. This is towards the fort. Like you said, right over there is the parking lot. You walk up this brick, and it goes to the actual welcome center. Restrooms are on your right. There's a way you can walk around. We can go in. I didn't bring my mask with me, so I'm not going to go in there. Normally don't. Just go straight to the fort. It's a beautiful building. The Coast Guard, the United States Coast Guard, is right next door. That's the Coast Guard station here. It's a lot of walking. It's gonna be a whole lot of walking today. Come out of those doors when you come in from the inside and go straight to the fort. It opens at 9, closes at 5:30, and it's free. Just walk right on in. Plus, now you're going to see a lot of like rabbits or squirrels. The fort was made for war and not safety. So, ooh, that sounds interesting. Unlevel surfaces, big cannon. I like this so far. There's a whale. It's a good day. I was very skeptical about how it was when it was supposed to be in the 30s. Nice brick and Brock driveway. This is all what the state did after the war, of course. The walls look original. Okay, now we're in the fort. Give you a look around. There's a tunnel right there. We'll be going down there shortly. Actually, we're gonna probably do that now. Next, you can go that way. There's a tunnel we're gonna go look at, and there's a few more here. As you can tell, you hear the Coast Guard horns in the background. So we're going this way. Gives you we'll go on the outside first, and there's 56 of those that the North Carolina put in for the year they had it. Down here is one of your tunnels on the outside. Now, I'm trying to put it in perspective of how steep that was there. You saw how it was made and how many there was. There's a way that you can go this way to around. There's a way, or you can go down, and when you go inside first, there's a little door step right there that comes down. Now, let's go in here. And it's one of the rooms. Cannon would have been right there. Sorry for the echo. It's like I'm in the tunnel. And there's a vantage point for combat. You gotta say, people coming down there, coming in here, trying to chase you, trying to get into the fort. Yeah. This is the east side tunnel. It was my phone said it was like 32 whenever I got here. So I don't know if you hear me come out of breath. There's a lot of walking and going on. But we're actually located on the Bogue Banks here at Atlantic Beach. The actual walls that of the fort is 4.5 feet thick. There's 26 vaulted rooms inside there, and we just walked through one of them. Over almost 2.4 million bricks is the most of any U.S. fort. Served in the Civil War. Owned by the South and the North. For the majority of the time, it was just the North. And then we have tunnel number 2. This is the longest tunnel there is out here. It's very muddy, but you go up, and then you go down. But there's your view. You had to guard both of these trenches here, and every one of them had gun holes. So you gotta think, it's a lot of manpower. But we go down. Sorry if it's dark. Yeah, well, I mean, it's dark in here. You got 2 ways. Down here is two rooms with cannon. Sorry, I'm 6'2", and that's what I have to deal with. So if I'm technically just dunking and everything and moving, that's because of what? There's 2 rooms. This one stays flooded. I mean, you can see it stays wet. You had 2 rooms. Right there is where it would have connected. Of course, it's eroded or cut off now, or blown off. That right there is the path that the cannon would have gone. It would have went from side to side. Swivel swimming men down here working on these. That's this side. The other side is actually this is the exact same thing. It's just a little walk from this side to this side. Right here was peepholes where soldiers were sitting here attacking on rifle. Yeah, 2 more. And this one right here is actually not bad. It's a whole lot better, so you can see how long they actually were anchoring these suckers in. And there was 4 down here. So like I said, this is the biggest one of them all, of the tunnels. The next one is very, very, very dark. I'll take you down there. Then you go back up. It's not that it's big, but it's not too big. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of history about this place. When we're walking that long walk back to this one over here. I mean, North Carolina seized it in '62 from the Union, and then it fell right back in to the hands. So they had it for 1 year, and they armed it to be what it is. What it was. And then the state, it was after the war. It was a civil and military prison for 11 years, and then it went abandoned in 1903. The state purchased it for $1 when it went for sale. And for the state park, as you saw, the additions for that, and with all that, you can come out here and do some exercising. Come check out some everything. But in May of 1936, that's whenever it became the state park. So you can come down here. It's very, very, I mean, it's cool. It's a lot of history. and just it's not. There's a lot of stuff in there, but you just walk around and see exactly what is out here for you to explore and check out. I'd done it whenever I was a kid because we lived not too far from here at a house. So whenever they needed me to throw some energy out, they brought me out here to let me walk or run and check this place out. That's why I got into. That's how I got into just exploring and everything. I like coming out here. So here's the third tunnel. Of course, you can see it's very dark and it's one room, but they probably most likely sealed that off. Just because of up here, these next big steps. It's a lot of steps. I mean, literally, look how steep these are. These come up here. Down there would have actually been there's a door, and you see that on that hill right there. Well, underneath it is a room. And they sealed that off because that's where you gotta think the dead and what all was back there. But as you can tell, I was just right there, and this is literally your view, and you're in between on this little thing here. So it makes you a little wobbly if you're out of balance. I'm just showing you all what this place is, and that's what they meant by the sign that says it was meant for war and sheer drop-offs. You come up here, you got the sound, and then you have the inlet going to Beaufort, and that right there is what this place was made for. That was the meant. But keep walking around. There's legends of tunnels. Well, I already sent you 2 of them. Our version of tunnels goes all the way around, or connects something else. Their tunnels was under the ground surface. Of course, there was ways to get in there, but this was the most majority of those are the tunnels. People down in the tunnels. As you can tell, this one's a little bit thicker, and I like that. This is more this walkway was added. The length was probably added because there's a whole lot of foot traffic instead of going over there, because this is the main hub of all the people. So they made it a lot better. You go down here is the technical tunnel, the straight one. Still same steepness down here, and there's your tunnel. It was a prison, so this could be a good portion of where they would held it in there. It's straight. Still, then that's that. Still going back right up these same steps. So when you come down here, if you want to go see it, mind you're going to be walking a little bit. So you leave from up here. When you come if you're doing the outside like I'm doing, instead of going straight to the inside. Now we're going to the inside, but you're going back like you're going out the gate, the same gate we came in, to the welcome center. Now there's handicap accessible ramps, and then you have the original. Those ramps right there were not here. That was what the state put in, because this was all grass on both sides. Then you walk in. Big doors on both sides, 2 sets of them, so no one can come in, and they were heavily guarded. Then you have doors on these 2, but they are locked. Then you have this one. that goes to the back of where the other portions of it, but that you can't go in there. They shut the door down. But this is the sign of where, this is the sign you walk into when you come in here, and that's what it actually looks like. I mean, there's, 26 rooms in here, and just in here was 26 rooms, and they're all vaulted, and you'll see them whenever we walk through. I don't want to make a walk through all the way around instead of going in and out all the time. But that right there, that's the map. These other rooms here, well, it's more like stories and artifacts and everything, and they're in the red rooms. This side over here right now is apparently it's still closed because they're rewiring and then doing all that, but we're going to be able to go from here all the way around. So besides these two and that one, but yeah, one is because that still connects up to around there. So, and this is the interior of what it looks like. When you see the interior, what does it remind you of? The Alamo? It does me a little bit. First room on the right is a storeroom. The commissary storeroom. Have everything you need from rice, flour, salt beef, pork, coffee, a whole lot of flour, bacon company from the Army, bread, molasses. They literally had some stuff now. Excuse me. I ain't gonna mash the button for the program, but there's the program button if you want to. Actually, why not? We'll see what happens. Apparently nothing. I think they have it off. But that's cool. Next thing you know, next room is, there it is, the dining hall and the kitchen. Look at that steak. Could you imagine having one something a size like that all the time? Kitchen and the mess room. That's what this was. And there's the original fragments. Yeah. Looks like fine china to me. If you don't want to think about it, fine china. Come back out here. There's a cannon. These probably here will probably been down here for short range and everything. Of course, you see where it's located. Right down Main Street. Mortars. Now we come inside. Now, I'm sorry if it's dark again. It's probably not me as dark as this tunnels. There's a walkway that goes all the way through, and this is one of those vaulted ceilings. There's 26 of these. You saw the other two, the storeroom and the cafe, and then there's two more past that look just like this. But you can see brick fireplaces. Probably a little warm in here on days like today. There's that 4.5 thick, 4.5 feet, thick wall all the way around. The depths. That's incredible. 4.5 feet. And the depth of that little hole right there. Jeez. Yeah, just another room. More fireplaces, one on each side. Now we're getting to the dark portions of the room. Yeah, I think this is old and cold, so it's wet. There's the door that comes from inside to outside and the back, going back there to those cannons that were out in those tunnels. And plus entry door, air hole. probably a bathroom or something like that in that room. And then the prison. There's an air hole going to the other room. And here's that. There's the little doorway to the prison. Gives you a good shot, good angle of it. We go back. Big pile of cannons. And right there is one of the staircases going to the top. As you can tell, seven cannon salute. Keep going this way. You can see that they're the same. I'm just walking out here. There's this sign right here. Then you're in another room like we saw when we walked in here. And then, but in this room, look how dark it is in here. You're in you're in the outskirts. And this right here is what the other room would have been on one of the other rooms over there. But if you turn in this one, there's something special. It's an oven. It is the Fort Bake Oven. Pizzas, breads, mostly breads. And there's the breads. Well, replicas of breads. They have these little books that you can actually read, more of pages. But there are these little things, how they prepared it. If bread oven. Come out here. You're back in out here in this hallway. Well, it's that time of the year. It's cold. You want a hoodie? There's this hoodie. It's for sale in the link to the description to the store. It has women's, men's, children, other accessories, die cast six. So try that out. Check it out. See if you like anything. Trust me, if I designed them, and if I want to wear them, I know you want to wear them. Where it's comfy, thick, and everything. So check it out. But if you walk out of the hallway over there, there's these rooms. They're doing work, making more exhibits, more artifacts, and as you can tell, they're still, or you probably can't tell, but they are working in there. This was a cannonball heater. Had to fire. This has happened in World War II or whenever, but they heated it up. Their cannonballs, which was all lead instead of powder and everything, and that would have destroyed a lot. The other side of it. Flames heating that cannonball. Next thing you know, you walk up these stairs, I'll give you a good look of how it looks upstairs. Same steepness as those tunnels. This is the interior. Flagpole. Have a good look of inside the fort. And there's the cannons. Every one of these things have one. They were all over the place. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the tour of Fort Macon. It's a lot of walking, it's a lot of history. And it's a very enjoyable place because you have that right next to you. So you hear the waves crashing, the wind, and just knowing where you're at. You're at the beach. But until next time, stay adventurous and keep exploring.